Hey, it's me, the Rhino, for Survival Skills 101. You know, a lot of concealed weapon holders think that just because they have a concealed weapon and they get into a shootout, that they're the ones who aren't going to be shot. Well, you know what? That's a very real possibility that you could get injured if you get into a shootout with a bad guy. So today, the Rhino is going to talk to you about how to put on a tourniquet if you get injured in one of your limbs. Let's rock. Alright, you're in the middle of a gunfight. You might have got hit in the arm, you might have got hit in the leg, you're bleeding profusely, blood is going everywhere. What do? Well, the first thing you should do is remain calm. You know, freaking out really isn't going to help the situation, and it's probably going to make you go into shock or lose more blood. So remaining calm is of utmost importance. Now I know that's tough to do in the middle of a gunfight. Got it. What do you do? Secondly, you need to make sure that bad guy is incapacitated. All right, if someone's shot, someone's hurt, else is hurt, you need to go right on past him, keep on going, find that bad guy, look for work, make sure he's out of the picture, whether that's he's run away, he's dead on the ground, or he's in cuffs. Whatever you do, make sure he's out of the way, because you don't want him sneaking up on you when you're tending to wounds of yourself or somebody else, and he puts more holes in you. Thirdly, it's time for medical attention. You got to understand, ambulances, paramedics, they don't come in when there is shooting going on. They wait until the scene is secure. So more than likely, you are going to be the first responder for yourself or for somebody else. Well, you know what? Having some bandages around, having a tourniquet with you, very, very important. Now, I carry a tourniquet in my car bag. All right, I have a gun in here, I have a tourniquet in here, and I have bandages in here in case I have to treat myself or somebody else. Basically, what a tourniquet is it is a strap of nylon, really simple to use, and you put it around your arm or an extremity to stop the bleeding. All right, and if blood's coming out, every drop that's out is a drop that's not going back into your body. So we have to stop the bleeding, and the way we do that is with the tourniquet. These are really easy to use. They've been around for thousands of years. The Romans used them way back in their wars to stop bleeding and also for amputations. They've been very successful over the millennia. However, during World War II, some bright general somewhere said that they don't want to use tourniquets anymore because the harm that tourniquets did was far more than the help that it provided because of time constraints. You know, it took a long time for wounded to get to a hospital, and the tourniquet was doing more damage. And what happened was the tourniquet was out of favor in Vietnam, and you know what? A lot of people lost their life because they got hit in the arm, they've lost a lot of blood, and then they died. And it was only in the last several years that tourniquets have come back into favor, and people are starting to use them more and more. You know, you see them in law enforcement, you see them in the military, and they really have saved lives. And in fact, they say that 80% of wounds that civilians suffer are from extremity wounds where there's bleeding, and a lot of people have died from that. So tourniquets are very important. Keep one in your car, keep one in your bag, keep one for yourself. Okay, so how do you use one of these? You know, I carry this in my bag nice and loose so that as I pull it out, it's ready to go right away, because I have to be able to use this one-handed if I'm the one who got shot. You know, you can't count on having two hands to be able to use, so you need to be able to use it one-handed. That's why I carry it loose. Some people carry it taped to their rifles, and I just find that hard to get to. If you got a blowout bag or something like that, or a vest, you just keep it nice and loose, pull this out, ready to go. Now, how do you use this? Well, basically it's real easy. It's just a piece of nylon, like I said. Open it up. You should be able to use it with your weak hand. Now, I'm a righty, I shoot with my right, so we're going to pretend like I got hit in the right arm. So basically I'm using my left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my arm through there, try to get it kind of high up, because you can always move it down. From right here, I move it to the back of my body, I pinch it down. Now what I want to do is I want to pull this strap and get this thing as tight as I possibly can. Alrighty, that's as tight as that's going to get. Now it's got a bar right up in here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start turning this bar until it becomes super uncomfortable. Alright, it's not going to feel good, that's for sure. So I want to start tightening this up. Oh man, that feels real good. Now basically I have a little hook right here, and I'm just going to take this bar and I'm going to push this down and I'm going to get it right into the hook. That feels really uncomfortable, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. So this is nice and tight right here. I can pull it tight again, and now it feels like I can't feel my arm, so that's good. We don't want to be able to have a pulse here when we're doing this. If we have a pulse, we need to keep tightening it until the blood stops coming out of the wound, all right? That'll stop it. Okay, so why do people say that tourniquets are so dangerous? Well, let's talk about World War II. You know, again, some general said, hey, we don't want to use tourniquets for the fact that it takes us a long time to be able to get a patient to the hospital and get that tourniquet off, and what happens is people are losing limbs over it. Understand this though, it takes about 2 to 4 hours, very conservatively 2 to 4 hours, before any damage happens to your limb. So you have that window of opportunity to get to the hospital, and with advances in transportation on the battlefield and regular society using life flight, etc., 2 to 4 hours is an easy thing to accomplish when you need to get some medical care. Especially when you're bleeding everywhere and you're about to die, tourniquets make a pretty damn good idea, I gotta say. That's why you need to have one. Alright, let's check out what you do with a tourniquet for your leg. Okay, let's say you get wounded in the leg. You know, the tough thing about putting on a tourniquet over your boot is that your boot is so big, you gotta bend your leg, hard to get it in here. So an easy thing that you can do to get a tourniquet on is that when you open it up, it's hooked right here on the side with a metal hook, all right? And what you want to do is you just take that metal hook off, you're going to take it around your leg, and then you're going to hook it back on again, just like this, so it's nice and snug. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling this again. So we start pulling it, getting it nice and tight. Once it's tight, we start turning the bar again. You know how this is going to go. We want to make sure it's super tight, it's uncomfortable, doesn't feel good at all. Basically, once we've got it turned, we take it, put this little bar right on the notch, hook it in there. Man, that is tight. Circulation should be completely cut off. The blood should not be able to flow. So there you go. That's how you're going to put it on the lower extremity. Showed you how to put it on an arm. Basically, the cost of one of these is about 20 bucks. You can find them in several different places. And for $20, carrying them in your bag, I have several. I'm a firearms instructor, so I keep one in my range bag, just in case somebody gets hurt out on the range. I keep one in my personal bag, and I also keep one in my car in case I come across somebody who's got some kind of bleeding where they're going to need to have a tourniquet. Carry some of these. These are a great idea. Keep them with you to help yourself and to help other people. Okay, that's how you apply a tourniquet in a gunfight. Hey, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel. Give us a like for Survival Skills 101. I'm your buddy, the Rhino. Are you prepared to look forward? Bang, 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 bang! Bang, bang! Dude, I got you, man. I got you, fall down. Oh, you are a cheater. Oh, God, what a cheater.